One of the most successful rock bands in the world, the Scorpions, are currently touring in support of their latest album, Sting in the Tail, which debuted on the Billboard Top 200 chart at number 23, marking the band's highest chart debut in over 20 years. Known for their mega arena hard rock, the Scorpions have sold over 100 million records, received multiple gold and platinum albums, earned the Echo's Honorary Award for Lifetime Achievement, that's the German comparison of the Grammys, and most recently were inducted into the Rock Walk at Guitar Center in Hollywood, California. The first single off the new album, Raised on Rock, hit the #1 spot at Classic Rock Radio and adds to their remarkable list of hits, including Rock You Like a Hurricane, Winds of Change, and No One Like You. After being one of the most successful acts in the 80s, the Scorpions fell on hard times in the 90s and early 2000s, as with most 80s bands, but proved to the world they could make a comeback and get back to the top of the charts on Sting in the Tail. After over 40 years of recording and touring together, the Scorpions will be putting the band to rest after the final leg of the Sting in the Tail tour, which will have the band touring the world for close to 3 years. Artisan News caught up with Klaus Meine and Rudolf Shenker of the Scorpions to get their thoughts on making a comeback and surprising their fans and critics alike.
We are back now, and nobody could believe, and that's the interesting thing, that the Scorpions, the old farts, coming back and really kicking ass. I think that's really the situation, and I think that's based on a very big philosophy which we started with, is friendship, gangship. It's like we are.
I think the chemistry of a band. It's easy to celebrate success when you're on top of the world, but when you're in a long career, you have to go and touch the ground almost, and you have to have the quality of stand up again and say, we make it back to the top. And that's the quality of the Scorpions.
The rest of the band also talked about the Sting in the Tail tour and album being the last of their career and wanting to finish on a high note.
The idea is not from us. The idea came from our manager. He listened to the album when it was finished. So, like the thought, like we end the career with this album, the last tour, that has nothing to do with the actual recordings. They were already finished. And so, but he said, think about it. And then we thought about it, and we thought, yes, this makes sense. It's going to be a very, very long tour. 3 years, 5 continents, go around the world once or twice. And then we want to finish on a high note.
So what's next after finishing the final tour date on the Sting in the Tail tour?
I mean, first of all, it's like exciting to have that strong new album. It's exciting to go on the road now, play 200, 250 shows, whatever it will be. That's something to really concentrate on now. And probably, during the next 2-3 years, towards the end, we will probably all have a much better vision of what to do afterwards. Right now, it's pointless, basically, to think about it.
The band will then head to Mexico and then on to South America for the month of September before making their way to Europe beginning October 2nd in Turkey. The guys will conclude 2010 with a few shows in their homeland of Germany. Look for the band to announce another extensive run of tour dates in 2011 as well as in 2012 in support of their new record before retiring the band for good.
Bang, bang, wrong with the game.